Good morning everyone. So today we have this beautiful Jeep Wrangler Sahara and we are going to do a review on it. There will be some off-road drive as well, so stay tuned until the end of this video. So this is a 2.0 turbo liter engine and we will see how it drives both on the normal road, what is the fuel consumption, and how it behaves on the off-road, because 2.0 is not a strong engine for Jeep, but this is a turbo engine with 270 horsepower, so we will see how it performs for the off-road as well. And the most important thing is the fuel consumption, because that's the reality. You want your Jeep to consume reasonable fuel even on the city drive, so we will see all of that in this video. So far the first impressions are great. We are going now for off-road. It is about 40 minutes from my place, and you have of course the Android and iOS for 12 inches display, which is great for driving, and I will show you also some other capabilities. Currently we are cruising at around 120 kilometers, and it is great. For this speed you don't feel anything that the car is struggling. You can see the fuel consumption is around 10 liters and we have average of 14 so far, which is mostly city drive, and we will see how it will be for the off-road, but so far great car. I must say that acceleration is also good. You can see here it's a bit uphill, and look at this. I mean, it's really good for 2.0 engine, it's really strong. But let's see how it will perform in this natural environment of the harsh desert. Look at this beautiful desert. Test it now up to 140, and we'll do with the cruise control. So you can see the cruise control was at 135, and this acceleration now by the car, I'm not giving any gas, it's like just trying to achieve that speed of the cruise control. And you can see it's really amazing, like for 2.0 engine, how fast it reaches. And you can hear now the noise from the wind, because of course this car is not the best aerodynamics, but let's try to 138. So here 140 is the limit, and you can see without any struggle it's very easy, which is surprising for me. But yeah, you can hear really the drag. It's not like very efficient. And here now we have a hill, so let's see the fuel consumption. It will probably be very high. Yeah, as you can see it is going to 22 liters because here it's hill, but once we across the hill it will be for sure less. So we are now flattening, it's still a bit of hill, and then we will monitor the fuel consumption. But like I said, you can expect higher fuel consumption on higher speeds, because it does not have the best aerodynamics. You can see now we are going down the hill, and immediately the current consumption, it goes very less. You can see now it's very downhill. It goes almost to zero. It's 3 liters per 100 kilometer, even on these higher speeds. So we will see now we are flattening out, so it will be around 10 liters, like 12 liters, so which is very good. In some normal speeds the fuel consumption is way below 10 liters on the highway. So even for the highway, this is very good car. It's not struggling, and you will have a good fuel consumption. I did a reset, so we will track the average fuel consumption. So far it is around 13.7, and let's see, I'm expecting it to rise a lot when we go to the desert. So far I'm really satisfied. I like the handling of the car through the city. It's very easy to drive it. The best thing is the visibility you have from this car. You sit very high, so pedestrians or other cars, it's really enjoying to drive it. It's so easy. So even though you can think it's a big car, it's harder to drive it. No, not at all. Like, it's very easy to drive it because you have a good visibility, and the handling in the city, it's really amazing. You have a good, like, easy steering wheel, very nice. And but let's see how it goes for its main routes, and that is the desert and the off-road. Now we are in the middle of nowhere, and this is its good place to be for the Jeep. This is where it shows its true capabilities. So you can see the tire pressure is now high. Now when we go into the desert, we will need to reduce it to between 15 and 20. Otherwise you will easily get stuck. So let me just see how far we can go with this kind of normal road. Then when we approach to the desert, we will reduce the tire pressure and we will do some dunes off-roading. And here you can see the farming, which is really interesting. In the middle of the desert you have beautiful farms. This is really amazing. In the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere, you have green farms. I'm really surprised. You can see here it's nothing. Actually it is this beautiful Jeep. So let's deflate the tires and then do some off-roading. See this tire at 40 psi. Their tread is very narrow, while this one is now at 18. You can see how wide it will be. So this is what it helps, that you don't get stuck in sand. And instead of the key, now I found this in the car. It makes life way easier, you will see now, because the air inside is also hot, so you cannot do with the key. You need to find something like this. Now, as you can see, all tires are deflated, and of course we need to put it four-wheel drive, which we will do now. We'll make it in automatic, but if you are in some rough terrain, you can make it 4L, which is 4 long, for tougher periods. So I think this 4 auto will be more than enough. We will not push it that hard, because as you can see outside it is 44 degrees, which is really crazy to do these things. It is testing this car to its limits. So let's go.
Перевернуться маслява.
You can see that it is conquering the desert without any problem. It's really powerful, even with this 2.0 engine. You can ride the dunes where no one was before, so you can see it's really nice and good, like without any problems. this is the best place to take photo for the thumbnail. But if you go off-road, never go alone. I'm now with my cousin. It is very dangerous in this road. If you get stuck anywhere, nobody will find you. And this is immense heat. So you can see that Jeep is conquering all this without any problems. So that will be all for the off-road. Really, it is not struggling at all. I'm complete beginner in the off-road. This is my first time to drive on the sand alone without instructor. We had that previous video for the off-road. It was really easy and smooth, so I can imagine for the professional off-road drivers it will be way more easier. So definitely a big thumbs up for the off-road capabilities of this vehicle. We saw a beautiful palm trees, so we want to check, can we buy some fresh dates from here. Here we found some fresh dates. We will try them, but before, just to show you this beautiful garden. It's incredible in the middle of the desert. Let's try now just one this fresh date. Here we found local farmer. He will give us few beautiful dates to eat. So this is the farmer who grows our food which we eat, and you don't know about these people. These are our true heroes. Bismillah. We are back on the main road. I must say I'm impressed with the capabilities for the off-road. Now we are cruising slowly to get to the first petrol pump, so we can return normal tire pressure and then we can go again with the normal speed. But overall, so far, really amazed how it handled the dunes. Thing I forgot to mention is look at the outside temperature, 46 degrees. This is literally the worst time you can do off-roading, and it never raised the temperature. Really it can handle the off-road amazingly. And you can see the average, it is still around 14 liters even after the maybe 20-30 minutes off-road. So the consumption is pretty good, and now we will drive it mostly in the optimal speed once we put the tires, so I'm expecting it to go even lower. See now how much fuel it consumed, but like a few more words, I'm really impressed. There is only one thing I didn't like so far, which I will tell you about a bit later, but everything is so far super good. Really nice experience, and let's see how much fuel it fit. So it is around 20 liters, a bit less than 20 liters. It was around 200 kilometers driven, so around 10 liters actually I think consumption. If you drive it normally it will go below 13 liters, and this is my average 13.5 because we had that off-road drive as well, so pretty good. One thing I also forgot to put, like while driving, once you are off the desert you can easily put it on the two-wheel drive, which will save you some extra fuel as well. So let's put the tire pressure now. So to conclude the video with the things I like and I don't like, we can start with the tire pressure. If you want to go off-road, you need to deflate them manually and then again inflate, which takes some time. That's one thing I don't like. Another thing is like this thing from the doors here. If you keep your leg here, as you can see here, like why it goes out and then it hits your leg here, because you are keeping your leg here if it is automatic. That's another thing I don't like. Other than that, the fuel consumption is good. Like you can see with the full tank, around 500 is the range. Other than that, infotainment is really great. You can do a lot of things here. Call, basically your whole Android and iOS is supported. All the commands are really nice as well. Here you have the most basic commands you need. It's all available here for 4-wheel drive. Everything is available. On this model you have also this sunroof, which I didn't open, but if you like it open you can do as well. And the back you can see a lot of space available. The AC is also very powerful. You can see even in this heat it is working without any problem. I keep it inside 22, more than enough, and you can also do all this on one click, so it is very easy to switch. You have as well the heat. If you are on some cold environment, you have the heat for the seat below, from the side, and steering wheel as well. The off-road you have also a lot of gadgets, features to help you with, and here also you can monitor the oil temperature, coolant, battery, all these things which are important to monitor, not to overheat the car. And these two, as you saw before, camera, it has both front and back camera, which is really helpful if you are stuck somewhere in the desert or you just need it for parking assistant. So all is great overall. Like I said, really impressed with the car. Only these two features, kind of what I say downside, everything else is super good. So if you like Sahara, you can buy it in the Trading Enterprise showroom in Dubai Festival City and other showrooms as well. And if you like a more stronger version, this will be the one, Rubicon. This one has 3.6 engine, V6, so this one is more powerful, and then for sure you will not struggle at all in the off-road driving. So that will be all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, assalamu alaikum, may peace be upon you.